ladies and gentlemen, I'm Carol Vitale. Now, once again, I'm in your homes, and I have a very exciting, entertaining show. This is totally musical, and I have as my first guest, well, first of all, Aleksandra is first on the docket, Mr. Rick Michaels, Komet, and we also have Mr. Billy Freedom. And you are going to be entertained out of your mind. This is going to be totally terrific. Anyway, I'd like to welcome my first guest, Aleksandra. Welcome to my show, dear.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's nice to be here.
Yes. And can you tell my audience a bit about your start and how you got involved in music and so on?
Well, I should start with that name you can never pronounce, right?
Right. Oh, her last name is, wait a minute.
It's Milosevic.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you couldn't get me to say it, but that's fine.
I can do it.
Well, Cher is Cher, and Aleksandra is Aleksandra.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So there you go.
Yeah, I started at the age of 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was a young rock and roll star at the age of 4. And I kept on doing it until now.
At 4 years old?
Right.
You decided that at that particular point that you wanted to be in rock and roll?
No, not really. I was joking. No.
Oh, I don't know.
No, at the age of 4, I enrolled at the School of Music, which is a classical School of Music, and I spent 12 years there studying violin. I'm a classically trained musician. I used to play in symphonic orchestras.
How
Yeah,
great.
but in the meanwhile, I used to perform as a rock and roll singer and a guitarist. So,
Where are some of the places that you do, in fact, perform?
Actually,
I know that you know, my audience probably doesn't know this, and a little bit from now, we're going to show a clip about some things, but for the moment, I want to talk to you about, you know, how this all came about.
Oh, a long story. I don't know where to start. Okay, let's say that I performed in Russia first. I was still, I would say, a little girl when I started those tours, and I had 3 major tours. I performed around 400 concerts there. Of course, at the beginning I wasn't headlining, but later on I managed to headline the concerts, and I did a record there. But I was unknown at that time in my country, which is Yugoslavia. And 4 years later, I managed to finally have the first record out over there, and it was a big success. And then I started touring the rest of Europe, ended up in China. I performed all over and lived all over.
And isn't that great? What would you say that your music consists of, as far as, you know, on the rhythm and blues, rock and roll, or whatever? What would you say that you gear yourself to as a performer?
Well, at this point, it's very mixed, and I would say that I cannot really make a definition. It's definitely rock and roll, but it's influenced with funk, punk, metal, thrash metal, all kinds of things. It's very new. It's new.
If you had, let's say, for instance, somebody that you would compare yourself with musically speaking only, who would you say that you resemble? I mean, I know you have your own.
You know, no artists in the world are going to tell you, I look very much like that and that person.
No, not look like,
I
but
sound
style like.
No, there's no one. There's no one. I mean, I'm not really saying that I'm definitely unique and ultimate, you know? No, but it's like, I don't recall of any woman performing this kind of music that I'm doing.
And is this your idea, or do you have a...
Yeah, I compose, I write my own lyrics, write my own arrangements, produce myself, perform. And
you produce yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I do, yeah.
Multi-talented young lady, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
multi-talented. Well, and this is, I mean, obviously you must have some assistants. Do you have a label that you're with, or?
Yeah, I had a couple of labels that I've been working with, and at this point I cannot say which the labels are.
I know how, because I've had several people
Right.
that were on
Yeah,
my
this
show,
is actually,
and they said the same thing. Yeah.
Right, this is a European label which is looking for an American distributor right now. So it's some kind of collaboration between two companies. So we'll see.
Yeah, you'll see what happens. And God, I mean, you're drop dead gorgeous. And I mean, what we're going to do is we're going to show that clip right now.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Rock and roll, just la diva, what they are.
Great, absolutely great, fantastic. I want to tell my general public the reason that you are not performing at this particular moment on my show is because you are in the recording studio.
Exactly, yeah.
And I also want to say that you will appear on my show when the album is completed and so on and so on.
Right, we promised that.
Yes, yes, I just want to let my general public know that. So anyway, you know, it seems to me that, gosh, I think in the green room or makeup, we discussed the fact that you learn Chinese phonetically.
Well,
for that particular song?
Yeah, believe it or not, it was very hard. Very difficult to learn that.
No.
Exactly, because I took like 4 months of Chinese lessons. That language is really. They say that it takes like it takes time to learn Chinese. Well, okay.
Well,
I'll put
look
it a different way.
at it.
No, it's like you can learn 5 different languages, and in that time, yeah, exactly. Yeah. While you're learning Chinese, I mean, you can spend the same amount of time learning, same period of time learning 5 different languages while you're learning Chinese. Until you learn it.
Aleksandra,
it's so complicated.
Wonderful guest, and she'll be back.